Hi everyone and welcome to Walk the Talk with SHOPLINE. I am Ismahan and today we've got a really fun topic. It's fun to me because I love social media and that's our topic, social media marketing, how to reach and target the perfect audience. Today's guest is none other than Feng. Having grown up shy and self-conscious, Eric's story is an inspiring account of someone who has triumphed through difficult challenges to forge an incredibly successful career as an influencer. Today, Eric travels all over the world to teach people how they can harness the power of social media to attract dream customers and establish prominence in their respective industries. So, let's welcome Eric. All right, welcome Eric. It's so nice to finally virtually meet you. Exactly. How are you?
I am mixed feeling. I'm having mixed feelings. I kind of like working from home. I'm starting to get used to that, but I miss my friends. I miss going out to socialize. So,
I know, I feel you. I'm good. I actually like being at home.
Must be an introvert.
I'm like intro extro. I'm extreme. So if I'm out, I'm really out. When I'm home, I love being home.
You can flex both muscles, right?
Yeah. All right.
It's like a business.
Yeah.
Some businesses are pure offline. Some businesses are pure online, offline and online. But if you can be both, then you'll do well in good times and bad times.
Best of both worlds.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I'm so excited to have Eric with us today, and he will be giving us some tips on how to target and reach the right audience. Okay, so he's a social marketing expert and published author, so the perfect person to ask these questions. So my first question, Eric, what should a brand or business aim to achieve with social media?
I would say there are 4 things that you can achieve, and these are essentially the 4 superpowers of social media. The very first one is to use social media to build relationships with your existing customers so that you can turn them into raving fans. Because when they become raving fans, they don't just buy stuff from you, they give you their loyalty as well.
Right.
The second one is social media is a great platform for you to be able to generate ready-to-buy buyers from you. It's actually leads.
Right.
The third one is social media is fantastic for you to be able to build your personal brand, to help people to see you as a trusted authority. And then I think the last one is social media allows you to live a very, very fulfilling life, because the minute you have a following that knows you, loves you, and respects you, it's going to go beyond your products and services. Everything you say carries weight. So you're going to live a life of accountability. You're going to live a life where people look at you as role models. So it makes your life super meaningful.
I really like that. And how do they identify their objectives?
I would say the most immediate thing to do is to first use social media for farming. So let me explain it this way, that in the world of sales, there is hunting, there is farming. So hunting is where you go out there to look for customers. And then farming is where you essentially build relationship with your existing customers, so they buy more from you and they refer customers to you. So I would say that the first level of your business should be farming, because you are going after people who already support you. So you should focus on them. It's a lot cheaper and it's a lot easier for you to get more business in the shortest amount of time. So that's the most immediate step. Now, but the second step is not to hunt for customers, but it's easy to hunt for customers offline through road shows, cold call, door knocking. But with social media, there's no way you can hunt. But you can fish. So that's a new concept. So what's called fishing? Fishing is where you attract your customers that you want to come looking for you. I mean, you think about it, right? If you are going to chase after your customers, you have no value, right? Your status is low. And therefore, the customer will look at you and go like, why should I buy from you?
Yeah, exactly.
But if I can get you to come to me and go like, oh my God, I heard so much about you. Can I buy what you sell? Now you're putting me on a higher status, therefore the closing ratio will be a lot higher. So that's farming, then fishing.
Fishing. I love how you're coming up with all. Do you come up with these words or?
Yeah.
I like it, guys. Farm and fish. You can do it in two different ways, offline and now online.
Yes, offline, online, farming, fishing.
Yes, I love it. Okay, that's so good. Okay, what selection criteria should they look at when choosing a social media platform?
Well, before they can go into thinking about the social media platform, they need to ask a more basic question.
Right.
And the basic question is, what fishes do you want to attract? You know, it's like people ask me, Eric, should I swim in the Pacific Ocean or should I be in the Lake Garden in Singapore, right?
Right.
My question to them is always, don't swim in the rivers where there are a lot of fishes. Don't swim because the other fishermen are there. You have to first ask yourself what fish you want. So in your case, what customers do you want? And I call them your dream customers because you don't want to attract every Tom, Dick, and Harry because not all customers are good for you. So the first question you got to ask yourself is, who's your perfect customer? And the perfect customer usually have already bought something from you. So you can look at your existing market base and then look at all the 100 customers that you have already acquired and then ask yourself, out of that 100 customer, who's my favorite customer? Generally, these are the three criteria. Number one, they have high disposable income, spending a lot of money with you or have the potential to spend money with you.
Yeah.
And then number two is you have chemistry with them. Like, you don't mind serving them because you like them as friends.
Right.
And then the final one is they have a huge network. So either because of by virtue of them being a social butterfly, or by virtue that they have a strong following on social media, or by virtue that they are a person of power, right? That would be my three criteria of how I define a perfect customer. Then, once I know who that perfect customer is, how he looks like, then I ask the next question, which is your question, which is, which social media platform does he use the most?
Right.
And that I be on that platform as well. So it's not about you. It's not about, oh, I like Instagram because it's my generation.
Yeah.
I can take nice pictures. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
If you're using that for personal, no problem.
Yeah.
But are your customers there? You should go where your customers are.
It's about them.
It's always about them. It's about here's how I put it. The creation of your personal brand, it's about self-awareness, meaning to say you got to know what makes you attractive. But the communication of your brand is about empathy. It's about that understanding of who you're trying to attract. So
Right.
it's two. Yeah.
Wow. I'm lost in your answer right now. Okay, in your opinion, right? So in today's day and age, we have a lot of small businesses. Okay, especially some that are trying to get online. Most of them are trying to get online now. What would you say, in your opinion, are the best social networks for them at this present time?
Wow. So it still goes back down to
Right.
who is your target customer. So why not let's do a case study. Like, what are some of the most popular merchants that you have? What business are they in?
A lot of cosmetics, fashion. Yeah, we'll go with those two as an option.
So
yeah.
cosmetic and fashion, right? Are they going after the younger generation or the older generation?
Usually younger.
Okay. See, so either way works, right? You can go after the older generation. They do have disposable income too. But say,
Yeah.
for example, you're going after people who are in their early 20s. Then obviously Instagram,
Would be the
even
one, yeah.
TikTok would be potential
Yeah.
platforms that you can be on.
Right.
But if you're going after an older audience, then definitely going on Facebook,
Facebook.
will be a great platform.
Yeah.
But there's a very big but. Having said that, you have to speak the native language of that platform. What do I mean? So for example, if I'm going to play the Instagram game, then I need to understand that there's Instagram stories and there's Instagram feed. And your feed has to look beautiful. Right? It's like a magazine cover. Right? People go to Instagram because they want to look at beautiful things.
Yeah.
So if your Instagram feed is a mess and it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look curated, then it's not going to put you in very good light. Instagram stories. If you are somebody that's a very private person, you do not like to document your life, then you are not fully utilizing the power of Instagram story, where people want to follow you moment by moment, not
Right.
feed by feed. So I always believe that you have to match two things. Number one, you have to ask yourself where your customers are, and then you have to ask yourself, are you better with words, pictures, or videos?
Right.
Because once you understand that, like for you, right, your personality is so bubbly, you have amazing voice, you need to either be on podcast or on video. But there are some people who are extremely camera shy, but they're great with their words. Then they should be on a blogging platform, or for example, LinkedIn, right? Or Twitter, where they're going to be so much better, even if they're in the makeup industry. It doesn't matter, because if your customers are there, you still have a fighting chance. But you have to speak the native language of that platform. Otherwise, you're not fully harnessing the power of that platform.
Yeah, it's so interesting because there is a platform for anyone based on what you're saying.
100%. 100%. There's a lot of niche platforms. For example, if you're an interior designer, Pinterest is actually going to be a very, very powerful platform. Why? Because many of your potential customers, before they hire an interior design, they would already have gone to Pinterest to collect some of the pins. Look at what are some of the nice role models, pictures that they are interested in. So if I'm there before my competition, then I'm going to grab all your attention. So be where your customers are.
I like that. I like that very much. Okay, great. So, how to identify your target audience? For example, if I am a homemade cookie business owner, right? And I want to sell. How do I figure out who's the right people for me to sell to? Because it's a very wide range, right? Everyone loves cookies.
Well, I would say that, I'm answering this question assuming that you have zero market right now and you're trying to do an experiment. What I'll do is I would ask myself, first of all, what are the two, think of it as X and Y axis. So perhaps the Y axis is price, and then the X axis is maybe flavors. So I'll think of what are some of the key metrics that people will use to judge a cookie. So there'll be price, there'll be taste, there'll be maybe health purposes. And then what I'm going to do is I will map out all my competition. So let's think Famous Amos. So Famous Amos, would you say is higher price point, mid point, or low point?
They're mid, I think.
Okay, so I'll put them at mid. And would you say they are considered like super duper healthy cookies or like super unhealthy cookies?
I would like to believe they're healthy, but I don't think so.
But it probably might not, and they probably might be maybe in the middle, right? But it smells good. So that would be one form. But then another competitor, maybe they do also middle price point, but they are selling cookies for the vegan community or the ketones community, right? Who actually doesn't eat flour. Right? So flour, right? You call it. So therefore, I will put that as super healthy, also middle range. So what I'm doing is I'm mapping my competition using these key matrices so that I can find a space that no one is taking. And that's the market that I can go after. So that would be what I call an analytical way to study your existing market. Because let me tell you something, when it comes to marketing, right? Please do not market yourself as the better tasting cookie, right? Taste is extremely subjective. You never market yourself by being better. You market yourself by being different. It's more important to be different than to be better. So at the beginning, when you're trying to catch attention, be different first. Now, once you catch people's audience attention for difference, then you can work within that space to be the best. So that's what you remember in Singapore, there's fitness centers, right? You all know about Fitness First. Now, Anytime Fitness came in and they were very smart. They did not try to compete with Fitness First, having all kinds of classes. Their concept is, we're going to let you gym 24/7. So that was the concept. And therefore, it captures a very unique audience who don't care how great the equipments are. All I care about is I can gym 24/7.
Right.
So look at what kind of cookie is not present in the market or what audience is not being served in the market. Those are your potential markets.
What makes you stand out?
Always aim for difference rather than being better at the beginning.
And so say I have, presentation-wise, right? How would I make my cookies look good on social media platforms in terms of content?
Well, I love your question. Now, if let's say I'm on Instagram feed, then I gotta make sure that my cookie looks super pretty and flat. I have to make sure I have very nice flat lays. If I'm on Instagram story, then I'm gonna show you behind the scenes of how I make the cookie. If I'm on Pinterest, then I'm going to make sure that I make the same cookie, but I'm going to show you the different kinds of flavors of cookies that people can make, including the recipes. If I'm on Twitter, I'm going to make a cookie quote or latest news about cookie that is cheeky and funny. One sentence, 140 characters. If I'm on Facebook, then I'm actually going to do a how-to video to make the cookie. Or I would share customers' testimonials and show how record the video of people enjoying the cookie. Why? Because on Facebook, it's all about human connection. That's what Mark Zuckerberg wants to promote.
Yes.
So as long as your content is extremely family-centered or extremely entertaining, right? Educational or entertaining, it will work on Facebook.
Okay.
And if I want to do on YouTube, then I'll do a baking series where I'm going to show you how to bake different kinds of cookies.
Right.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
So you have to play by the native language of every social media platform.
Okay.
If I'm on LinkedIn, I will talk about the business of cookie making,
Right.
not a cookie.
Yeah, so there's literally every platform you can do something different.
Exactly. And on TikTok, I'll do cookie dancing.
Yeah.
And I'll play
Wait, a
cookie-related
signature.
songs.
Can I see a signature cookie dance?
I don't know how to do dancing. So.
It was worth a try.
I'll eat cookies and do stupid things. That might work. On TikTok. It might work on TikTok.
It might work on
So
TikTok.
can you see, like the same cookie company has multiple ways to express themselves according to the dominant language, the native language of that platform.
Right.
So you always think, when people go to Facebook, what kind of content do they want to see? When people go to YouTube, what kind of content they want to see? Very, very different.
And
Facebook is short content, 1 minute 45 seconds, or content that it has a wow effect or surprise effect or a very strong emotional effect. So that allows people to share, right? For example, how a baby responds to a cookie, right? That will go viral on Facebook. Or mother and daughter making a cookie together, bonding together over that cookie. That's all good stuff.
Yeah.
But on YouTube is where you can really go into tutorial, where you can show step by step, the entire recipe. See that? Because people have longer attention span on YouTube than
for
Facebook.
sure. They're mentally prepared when they go on different platforms.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So the smart thing to do, right, is before you create your first content, go talk to your dream customers and go ask them what are the pages, what platform are they usually on, who do they follow, what content do they watch, and then go model after that. That will be the fastest way to recreate your content that will work for your audience.
Okay, got it. Note that, guys. Note. That's how you speak to your dream customers.
Yes.
All right, so how often though should they post on these social, let's use maybe Instagram and Facebook?
Well, obviously, if I'm speaking on behalf of Facebook and Instagram, it's as often as possible. And I'll explain to you why. Because Instagram, Facebook, they're all advertising platform. They make money by having a lot of people putting their eyeballs on that platform.
Right.
So they're going to reward you if you're going to be posting consistently. Obviously, they're going to reward you more if the content that you post is of value.
Right.
How do Facebook knows that your content is of value? Or Instagram, they look at the number of engagement that you get. So you have to play the balancing game between being able to put out good content by modeling after other people's content and creating consistent, regular content. Now, having said that, I know that many of you who are starting out, you probably would not be able to create like 3 or 4 pieces of content every single day.
Yeah.
So I will ask you to go for consistency. If today, with whatever capacity that you have, you can only post 1 content every week, then make sure you only post 1 content every week. Until you have the capacity to post 2 content every week, then you start posting 2 content every week. So you don't post by your mood. You don't go like, today I feel like I'm in the mood to post 4, I'll post 4. And then tomorrow I'm emo, so I don't post, right? So you don't do that.
Yeah.
Aim for consistency. Facebook rewards that. And your followers will also reward you because they know every Tuesday, 5 o'clock, I'm going to be able to see a cookie recipe on YouTube, right? Or I'm going to watch a funny video on Facebook about cookies. So if people start knowing that every 5 o'clock I can see that, the chances of them visiting your content will be a lot higher.
So routine is the way to go.
Yes, at the beginning, knowing that we might not be able to create a lot of content.
Okay, and if you are someone that's been posting but you never really have a schedule, like a set schedule, is there ever too much content or too little?
I think I will care more about quality than quantity, because the last thing you want to do is post really lousy content and then after a while people shut you off, right? So I'd rather you post less, but at least it's high quality. Now then people will ask me, but Eric, how do you define high quality? I would say that I would define quality this way, that either it makes me laugh, or it makes me go, I learned something, or it makes me react.
Right.
It makes me go like, oh my God, this is good, or this is suck, it makes me angry. In other words, it elicits an emotion. As long as it elicits an emotion, it's already a good content. because it's shareable. If it's practical and useful, it's also great content. So I would say that that's how I see value. So that would be the two, education and entertainment. In other words, edutainment.
Edutainment. You are very unique. No wonder you're a brand on its own already.
Really? Oh, you're so kind. And don't get stressed out. You know, sometimes people get very stressed because they just joined the social media world.
Yeah.
And you look at a lot of veterans who are doing a lot better. But you must understand that they were once upon a time like you. So don't try to compare yourself with them because you're going to be very miserable.
Yeah.
Use them as role models, but keep trying to find your own style. And the way to find your own style is to experiment more. Right? Put out more content and then watch the response and do not seek validation. Instead, seek education. So every content you put out, even if it's bad, right? Instead of blaming yourself and go like, oh, you know what? See, people don't like my stuff. Look at it as, it doesn't work for this audience. Let me go and
try something else.
Try a new format, or try to tweak the content, or go attend a program and go and learn how to do a better Facebook post.
Right.
And then you try again. Right, so it's a continuous process. You're not going to get it right at the first time. It's not like a baby get it right walking at the first time, right? But it doesn't stop the baby from trying. Why are you stopping?
Right.